Blessings and peace, my brothers and sisters. I'm Yogimoon, and today I wanted to talk about the Mindful Moon Circle ceremony we have coming up next month. We did a small little preview about what it is, but this is going a little bit more in depth, and every week I'm gonna drop a little bit more before the ceremony actually starts. But we as people, not as black, not as white, but we as human beings, because a lot of people don't understand it. Like, what race are you? Do you know if you look up in the dictionary when it says race, there's only one human race, and different nationalities. So get that out your head. So us as a human race, not everybody, but a lot of us has fell out of touch with nature. We fell out of touch with reality, and that's why I teach ecotherapy. Ecotherapy is when you go out in nature to go within. So even though you're going out in nature, it's really causing you to actually go within yourself, because you end up getting harmonic rhythm with nature. And when you're in harmonic rhythm with nature, it aligns the rhythm within yourself. Everything in life is cycles. For instance, a woman have 13 menstrual cycles a year, and an average 28 days. There's 13 new moons in a year. It aligns exactly with the women's cycle. And the thing is, people that think women only have cycles, no, it's called a cycle for a reason. And women have a cycle because you can see it through their hormones. But we all humans go through different cycles every single month emotionally. Women have an extra thing added on called hormones. They go through it hormonally and emotionally. Us as humans, no matter who you are, kids, babies, adults, we all have this thing that we're connected to in nature, that we go through cycles right along with nature. And the thing is, whether you recognize the cycle or not, it's happening. And a lot of you do recognize the cycle, because I hear people say a lot of things like, "Oh, every time around this year, I feel this way and I don't know why." Or every time around this year, this person act this way and I don't know why. That's because no matter who you are, from a year to a year standpoint, you literally go through different cycles, through different time periods, through different seasons. The same way, no matter what, we have winter, we have summer, and we have these cycles. You have these same exact cycles in your life. And what happens is, when you go through a certain cycle that's uncomfortable and it has to happen, you start fighting it, not realizing this is part of a natural flow. So instead of being like a waterfall behind me that I can hear, you can't see it right now. I'm just about to pull it down. Yeah, there you go. You see some of it. Instead of being like a little waterfall where it's just flowing, you're trying to be a dam and go against it and hold it up. But you got to go over the edge. You can't be scared to go over the edge. You got to let it just go. And once you go over that edge, you realize there was nothing to be scared of. There's nothing but beauty and success over that edge. But the edge is what scares everybody. Everybody gets to the edge and pull back. You have to go over that edge. So with this moon ceremony, it's about teaching people how to follow the natural rhythm and don't be scared of the natural rhythm. That you're gonna go through ups, you're gonna go through downs. You're gonna have different emotional cycles. Sometimes in the month you're gonna feel grounded, and sometimes in the month you're not gonna feel grounded, and you're gonna think something's wrong with you. But if you understand cycles and you understand nature and you understand yourself, that, oh, this is a cycle that I'm going through, so you understand how to flow with the cycle instead of trying to run through it. And that's what happens with us. We think everything is supposed to always feel good and everything is supposed to always be in a certain emotional state where we can feel comfortable all the time, and that's not true. Put it this way: right now we have a cold spell. Do you know if it wasn't for this cold, the trees will overgrow, the insects will overgrow? It literally keeps all this in check. So we look at these things. Oh, it's too cold. I hate the winter, but actually the winter is what makes the summer better, because if it wasn't for the winter, the summer would be unbearable, and vice versa. So everything works in cycles together, and you have to understand your cycles and get back in nature. And this has nothing to do with religion, because religion plays its part in all this. But as a human, you are born into nature, not separate from nature. And a lot of us look at nature as something on the outside. And we're like, oh, look at nature. Nature's on the inside of your house. There's bacteria. There's you. Everything is made from minerals from the ground that's in your house. You cannot. So people are like, oh, go out in nature. Sometimes we make a mistake and say go out in nature. What we mean to say is artificial. we inside artificial. We took nature and made it artificial. We need to go back into the natural form of it, the basic form of nature. But it's still all nature, whether you look at it or not. Hear me out. Animals, insects, the weather, it's all governed by cycles and seasons. And so is your life. In this moon ceremony, we learn to understand the cycles of the moon and how it reflects on us emotionally as humans and how it affects us in our daily lives. And with understanding that, we know what time of the month we will feel grounded and what time of the month we will feel a little agitated and excited. And you will know when is the best time to be in contemplation and when is the best time to be in movement. You learn how to be the yin and the yang. You dig? So throughout this practice, we're going to talk to you and show you how to understand cycles in life and how it affects you and how you can use it to grow and evolve. And so come out here for this moon cycle, share this time with us, be a part of this ceremony, learn about your natural cycles, and pass it on to your community. It's not just about self-development, it's about community development. It's about us as a community coming together and developing, growing as a community. So come out here and share this experience. We're going to be on the beach in Sarasota. I'm going to be dropping more things throughout the week about different cycles in life and how it affects you and how it affects me. And remember, this is not a certain religion. This is not a certain taboo. This is real. Because you can step back yourself once I start explaining to you what time of the month have different effects on your emotions, and you can be an observer. You can step back and say, you know what? He told me around this time of the month I'm going to start feeling this way. And oh, voila. And most people are going to be like, oh my gosh, they're going to fight it. And something like, you know what? This is real. This is life. This is nature. And they're going to understand that, you know what? It's time for me to... Sorry, I'm looking this way, make sure nobody comes in. It's time for me to evolve and grow and share this experience that we got. So, love and peace. This is Yogimoon, and I look forward to seeing you at the full moon ceremony in Sarasota. You can check my website or go to the link, Mindfulness Foundation org, or you can go to Eventbrite, Mindfulness Moon Ceremony, and sign up. Look forward to seeing you there. Next month, check us out. And don't forget, we also got Man Show coming up every second Sunday, Perry Ellis Park.